The air is thick with copper and exhaustion. A Triceratops, a fortress of flesh and bone, is bleeding from a dozen wounds. It makes its final stand, legs trembling, a fortress preparing to fall. The tyrant circles. The Tyrannosaurus, itself wounded, watches. It's breathing, a low, guttural bellows. Wary of the 3-foot horns that have broken teeth and shattered egos. It waits for the exhaustion, the one mistake, the signal that will end this epic duel. This is the war at the end of the world. Chapter 1. The Law of Hell Creek. This is the world 66 million years ago. A lush, violent landscape of humid forests, fern prairies, and winding rivers. The air itself crackles, a primordial static, a tension between two rulers. Here, the sky is shared by pterosaurs, the waters by crocodiles who remember ancient lineages. But the land belongs to only two. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, the 9-ton predator, the apex of evolutionary violence. Its senses are weapons, its teeth a legacy of death. And the Triceratops prorsus, the 8-ton defender, an armored matriarch. She is the immovable object. He is the unstoppable force. This is their kingdom. For 10 million years, these two species have defined the law of this land. It is a law written not in stone, but in blood and in bone. The world is a stage for their co-evolution, an arms race of hunter and hunted. One evolves a stronger bite, the other a stronger shield. And for the aging matriarch, that shield is now all that stands between life and oblivion. Chapter 2. The Nesting Ground. Her story did not begin with this battle. It began with a journey. Weeks ago, this matriarch, battle-scarred and wise, moved with the great herds. But instinct, ancient and powerful, called her away. She sought a quiet glade, a clearing of soft earth and giant ferns, hidden from the main migration paths. A sanctuary. Here she dug, a depression in the warm, volcanic soil, a cradle for the next generation, a place worth defending with her life. The tyrant came days later, drawn not by the nest, but by the scent of the mother, the tremor of God. He is a prime male, hungry, and he knows this territory. The matriarch senses him first, a change in the air pressure, a stillness in the forest. The smaller creatures have vanished. Then, the shadow falls over her glade, a 9-ton silhouette that blots out the sun. He is here. He does not see the nest. He sees only her. A challenge and a meal. The matriarch rises, a low, warning rumble deep in her chest. She positions her body, always, between the threat and the nest. The Tyrannosaurus roars, a display of power, a sound designed to shatter nerves. But she does not run. She answers with a charge, a feint, driving her horns into the soft earth before him. This is the line. It will not be crossed. The predator is surprised, not by the defense, but by its fury. He tests her, a lunge to the side, looking for an opening. She pivots, an 8-ton dancer in an ancient ballet. Her frill, a wall. Her horns, a warning. The lunge becomes a bite, a glancing blow against the solid bone of her shoulder shield. The war to duel has begun. Chapter 3. The Final Charge. The fight has lasted for hours, an eternity of roars, charges, and blood. Both are exhausted, both are bleeding, but only one has something to lose. The tyrant sees its opening, a deep wound in the matriarch's flank, where a previous bite found purchase. She is slowing. The blood loss is too great. She stumbles, just for a moment, but a moment is all the tyrant needs. He lunges, not at the head, but at the weakened leg, tearing muscle and sinew. The fortress is breached, but the matriarch is not yet dead. Fueled by a primal instinct, deeper than pain, deeper than fear. Motherhood. She gathers all that remains, every ounce of strength, for one final charge. She drives forward, a battering ram of pure, focused rage. The Tyrannosaurus is too fast, too smart. It sidesteps the desperate lunge. The horns find only air. And in that moment of overextension, the matriarch's fate is sealed. The predator lunges, its massive jaws closing not on the frill, but on the neck, just below the head. The tyrant holds, its body locked, until the great defender moves no more. The long war is over. The legacy, an ancient arms race. The tyrant roars, not in triumph, but in exhaustion and in dominance. The nest is forgotten, a casualty of a war it did not start. This intimate, brutal duel was not a rare event. It was the rule. When we look at the fossils, we see the evidence of this saga, etched in stone. We find Triceratops frills, punctured and healed from a tyrannosaur bite. Proof of a failed hunt, a defender that survived. And we find Tyrannosaurus teeth embedded in Triceratops hips. Proof of a successful hunt, a predator that learned, adapted, and overcame. This was the co-evolutionary arms race. The predator's bite drove the defender's shield, and the shield forced a smarter predator. A dance of survival that defined the ecosystem of Hell Creek. It was a tragedy for one, but for the species, it was the engine of evolution. The echo, a war unending. The ancient world is gone, buried by time and by dust. But the struggle, the dance, remains. When we look upon the herbivores and predators of our own time, the lion and the buffalo, the wolf and the elk. Do we not see the echoes of this ancient war? A dance of survival that has defined life for eons.